All right, substitution level 1. So this is the one that confuses most kids most often. It's also where most of the books like to start. It's kind of where I like to end substitution. So if you haven't done levels 2 and 3 yet, go back, try those first. All right, so in level 1, according to Delta Math, what we're gonna have is we're gonna have equations set to y. So what we could do is we could graph these, okay? They're not terribly difficult to graph, but as we get better and better with solving equations, it actually is faster to use this method. All right, we'll confirm some of them on a graph just so you can see that I'm not tricking you. All right, so in the first one, I've got y equals x. In the second one, I've got y equals 5x plus 32. Remember, in substitution, what we're looking for is a variable that's isolated. In this case, both equations have a y that's isolated. So what I'm gonna do, let me use a different color here to show you, is I'm gonna take this y value, what it equals, and replace it with the y value here. So really what it looks like is I just set these two equations equal to each other. If you're wondering how that works, if we're talking about anything in algebra, if I was to set y equal to y, that would have to be true. Otherwise, there would be no point in trying anything in algebra because the variables are different. Since the variables have to be the same, y has to equal y in each problem, what I can do is I can take this side and set it equal to the other side. So this y equals x, so on this side I'll put x equals, on the other side, it would be that 5x minus 32. Sorry, plus 32. From here, we're just solving an equation. We're trying to get x on one side, numbers on the other. Notice that my variables now are the same letter. All right. So if I need variables to one side, it makes sense since there's already numbers here. Let's just move the 5x to the other side. So remember, anytime you move something from one side to the other, you change its sign. So I've got x minus 5x. Remember, there's really a 1 here. So I've got 1x minus 5x. That's negative 4x. And on this side, we have our number, which is 32. All right. In order to get rid of the negative 4, this is negative 4 times x. So we do the opposite. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 4. So negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. So that cancels to be just x. And then I've got 32 divided by 4, which is 8. And there's 1 negative, so my answer is going to be negative. All right. To find that second value, this is actually where this gets pretty easy. All I have to do is plug in that value for x into one of the two equations. So either the top equation or the bottom. It doesn't matter, whichever one looks easier to you, you'll get the same answer. So if I'm looking at it, I'm gonna say, y equals x looks a lot easier to me. So I'm gonna plug in, on y equals x, I'm gonna plug in negative 8 where x is. And there you have it. My y is negative 8. When you go to plug in your answer in Delta Math, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in a coordinate point. And coordinate points always have the same pattern. They go x comma y. So you're gonna take your x value and then your y value, and there's your coordinate. All right, we'll do 2 more examples in 2 other videos.